For millions of Americans, it's a day of cherished traditions. And as Americans, we certainly value those traditions. But it's also important to unpack the myth of Thanksgiving. It is a holiday riddled with historical inaccuracies, built on this myth that the indigenous welcomed their colonizers with open arms and ears of corn.
Well, happy Thanksgiving to you too, Joy Reid. On Wednesday, the MSNBC host opened her show by starting to, quote, unpack Thanksgiving despite it being a cherished tradition for Americans. Let's bring in Tom Shillue, comedian and Fox News contributor. Tom, not getting the thanks in her Thanksgiving message there.
Well, it is amazing because even if you look at the world the way that Joy Reid does, can't you just take one day off from all your genocide and racism talk? I mean, you can do that for 364 days, but it's called Thanksgiving for a reason. We want to take one day to sit down, to focus on the good, and to be appreciative and to say thanks for what we have. So no matter what, if you look at history, you can always look at the negative sides or you can look at the positive sides. And for people who do share Joy Reid's perspective, I would encourage them to always use the phrase compared to what. So when they're talking about the behavior of America's founders or basically any era in American history all the way through the civil rights movement, you can look at it and you can look at the bad things. Let's take civil rights. You can look at all of the bad things people did, or you can look at all of the heroic acts and all of the good things that the people involved in the civil rights movement did to bring about the world we live in today. It's the same with the Pilgrims and the founding. We can look at all of the good that was done, and if you look at America in terms of any country that was colonized, there was bloodshed, there was violence. But if you look at America, compared to what? Compared to all of these other civilizations, we stack up pretty well.
Well, and she has, her worldview, as you're pointing out, is really the glass is half empty, not half full. But, it occurs to me, Tom, that eventually people get tired of the negativity. Am I wrong there?
I think they are. And I think most people don't think like this. I know that she has a certain group of people that she's, performing for, and that's probably what her monologue was for, people who are never happy. But I don't think most people think this way. I mean, we had a couple of celebrations yesterday. You kind of go from house to house, and most people are thankful. Most people want to take a day to show their appreciation. So I think if she wants to be sour, that's her audience. She can do that. But I would say most of America doesn't feel that way.
I agree with you. I am thankful for my family, friends, the turkey I had, the football I watched, and for Tom Shillue getting up and coming on with us. Tom, thank you very much. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Griff. Thank you.
All right.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.